What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy J-LEETHAL back again today with a very special video. I am here today to have a quick little conversation about a recent viral interview. It's really going crazy right now, so we'll talk about it obviously, but I wanted to do a quick, somewhat quick reaction video. Probably be here about 2 hours, honestly. You know how I talk. But I have a little time. I just got off work. I don't work tonight. Have a little time. I got the studio, so I figured I'd do this little thing where I have a conversation with y'all about this recent viral video. Okay. So how y'all feeling? My name is J-LEETHAL. If you don't know who I am, that's probably because YouTube hates me. I'm also gonna try not to curse for the first 2 minutes. I was told that if you don't curse in the first 2 minutes, it helps for the algorithm. So I highly doubt that will matter on my page or my channel, because my channel is heavily shadow banned. So it is what it is. But sometimes I play music in the beginning, and that has curse words in it. I don't know. We'll try it out. We'll see if this video gets a little bit more views. Maybe the video is really viral, so that might help. Who knows? Either way, we're going to have a good conversation today about the recent Katt Williams interview. Now, Katt Williams, if you don't know who he is one of the most highly respected comedians alive. Black, white, Asian, Latino, whatever. Everyone loves his content for the most part. I went to a Katt Williams show one time. I don't even remember when that was, but I definitely went to a Katt Williams show before. He was hilarious. It was like a huge event, and they had all people. Well, he's not just a black comedian, although black people probably feel him the most. But, Hispanic people, Asian people, white people also love Katt Williams. If you don't know Katt Williams, obviously you've been kind of living under a rock, but we'll talk about it. I don't want to miss any important parts of this conversation, because this is a deep conversation, believe it or not. Now, a lot of people are going to respond or react rather to this video because the video was viral. Can anybody tell me, just so we're clear, if you have seen the Katt Williams Shannon Sharpe interview that came out, I believe 2 days ago, maybe 3? If you saw the interview, raise your hand in the chat. If you saw even a clip of the interview that's gone viral, raise your hand in the chat. How about this? If you saw the clip, the video, raise your hand once. If you saw just clips, just put some scissors emoji in the chat. How about that? Raise your hand if you saw the video, the whole 2 hours. I think it's like a little bit over 2 hours or just about 2 hours. And give me some scissors emoji in the chat if you just saw some of the viral clips on your timeline that's going around. By the way, this is my shiesty mask. I told you I was going to start wearing this shiesty mask around. I've been wearing it a lot lately. Especially it helps on the bike with the wind. And I don't like people seeing me, so I am definitely wearing the shiesty mask from now on, because I also heard they're trying to ban the shiesty mask, so I'm going to make it part of my attire and wear it on purpose. You see, I don't wear a mask. When you tell me to wear a mask in 2020, I don't wear the mask. When you tell me not to wear the mask anymore, that's when I put it on. You see how that works? Now, anyway, enough about me. We're going to talk about Katt Williams today. I am a little early, so I don't know how many people are going to show up. Usually when I do a class on Friday or a show on Friday and I start early, YouTube doesn't let my people know. I put it on Patreon. I put it on Instagram. Matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I'll make a post on YouTube on my community tab. That way, hold on. That way you guys could see it. Hold on, let's see. Have y'all seen? I'm gonna read some comments in a minute and we're gonna get to the show. Have you seen the Katt Williams interview? Shout out to my people on Instagram too that's coming over here. Let's talk about it right now. What's today's date? The 5th, right? Today is Friday. Let's talk about it right now. Fuck, what is the hold on. Sorry guys. I swear I'll be ready to do this stuff and then something pops up at the last minute I forgot to do. So I'm gonna just let people know on my channel. I'm gonna make a post. Share, copy link. Okay, cool. Yes. So I'm gonna read some comments in a minute. If you've seen the video, again, if you've seen the entire interview, raise your hand in the chat. If you've only seen clips that's gone viral recently, put some scissors emoji in the chat. Have y'all seen the Katt Williams interview? And peace to everybody that's in the chat right now. We're about to get into this. We're about to respond to this. Let's talk about it. Now. Okay. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Booyah. Okay. Now, nobody can say that I didn't tell you. I put it on Patreon, I put it on Instagram, and I put it on YouTube that I'm live, okay? I don't want you coming in here telling me YouTube didn't alert you. I told you keep your eyes out for me because I'll be gone for a whole month. And shout out to the people who, by the way, was checking for me. I was gone for like a month, almost a month, and I had a few people. Shout out to Bryce. I had a few other people who left comments and said, "Hey man, I'm just checking. Are you still good? Are you good?" So thank you for the people who was checking on me on my little month hiatus during December. I'm back, probably not full time like every Monday because I'm still trying to save money. I'm trying to, move a little pieces around, but I'm here right now, and it's a beautiful time to be alive. So let me read some comments real quick, just so we're clear. In case you don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about the incomparable Katt Williams. Let me show you Mr. Katt Williams. This is a picture. I did not make this picture. I did see a picture on this page that I follow that he draws, he does art and stuff. I thought this is a really cool picture of Katt. So shout out to Katt. And tell me also, let me see. Jay says he only saw clips. There's a 30-minute highlight vid, Mystic Mars says. Chocolate Melanin says she watched it yesterday, nearly 3 hours long. However, it was very edifying. Exactly. Mark Sanchez says, for New Year's, I had tickets to go see Katt Williams live in Fresno, but ended up having to sell because I thought I had some form of the bovid. The things that he was saying went viral. Yes. So let's just start from the beginning, shall we? Mr. Katt Williams. Mr. Katt Williams is one of the most respected comedians, some would say of all time, but for sure living. Now, I talked to Bryce about comedy recently, and he told me he really loves comedy as well. I'm a huge comedy fan. I love comedy. I love comedy. As you guys know on my channel, I like to do my little comedian thing every now and then. I like to make y'all laugh. Sometimes I wish you guys were right in front of me so I could see if you're laughing or not. Because the emojis is cool, but I want to hear and see the laughter and the degree of laughter, but that is what it is. I'm doing my own little comedy thing on my show. A lot of people don't even understand. So I've always been into comedy. I've always known certain comedians and whatnot. Katt Williams is one of the funniest comedians to me. He came up with the special, what was that special, The Pimp Chronicles, where he was wearing the green suit? Does anybody remember the Pimp Chronicles where he had the perm, the green suit? What year was that? Just so we're clear. And how many views does the video that we're talking about with Shannon Sharpe currently have? I want to cover all of the bases before we get into the interview. And we're not going to show the whole interview, obviously, because it's way too long. Mystic Mars said there's a 30-minute highlight video. I'm making my own highlight video, just so you know. I watched the whole interview. I recorded some of the main parts, not all of them. I recorded some of the main parts that I thought I wanted to talk about. And now I'm in the process of putting it together in order to make it flow evenly. I put some music behind it, give it a little razzle dazzle. So I didn't have time to make the video how I wanted to make it, the full 15-minute. I think my highlight video is like 15 minutes. I didn't have time to put it together in order. So I'm gonna show you the rough draft of my highlight video, and we'll just talk about it and we'll react to it. I do want to say a few things also, just so we're clear. We're also waiting for a few more people to get in the chat. I want to say that federal law allows citizens such as myself, quote unquote, federal law allows citizens, quote unquote, citizens such as myself to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. And if you can hear me, please put some thumbs up button. If you can hear me loud and clear, no background noise, no kind of crazy white noise or anything like that. If you can hear me loud and clear like we're in a studio, please put a microphone emoji in the chat. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and or parody, which does not infringe on the copyright 17 USC 107. I just have to let that be known because I'm going to be showing something from a YouTube channel, and I don't think it'll be taken down because I'm pretty sure I saw some people talking about the Katt Williams thing on their streams. I don't know how much I can show, so we'll see if it gets taken down. Sometimes you're trying to show something from an interview and it gets taken down. But I did edit this video, YouTube. It's edited. It's not all in its raw form. I'm not going to show it in its raw form, but I'm not trying to monetize off of this. This is for purposes of news reporting, teaching, edification, clarity, and a little bit of parody. Now, I need to ask you some questions. First question is, for the people who, whether you saw the video or not, can you go to the YouTube channel, Shannon Sharp's YouTube channel, or just go look up Katt Williams? It's probably gonna pop up right there. Tell me how many views. Well, tell me first when the video came out and how many views it has. Jay says the video has 17, which is crazy because it just had 14 million views earlier today. Hell nah. Bruh, the video had 14 million views earlier today when I looked at it. No way. Shannon Sharp did say the video's getting like 500,000 views an hour. Listen to that, guys. The video came out like 3-4 days ago. It's getting 500,000 views per hour, every hour on the hour. Let me see. Katt Williams. Okay, the video is 2 hours and 46 minutes, 5 seconds. 17 million motherfucking views. Wow. This shit is, talk about break the internet. This shit definitely broke the internet. It's almost sitting at 700,000 likes. This video is almost sitting at 700,000 likes. What day did this come out? January 3rd. Oh, wait, tomorrow's January 6th, huh? Shout out to them January 6th boys that told us to listen to the government and just, you know, just do whatever the government says and they won't kill you. And then when you felt like the government did or said something you don't like, you went to the Capitol and rubbed on the walls. I'm going to try my best not to curse, but you rubbed stuff on the walls. That's January 6th. We can talk about that later. Right now, we're talking about Katt. The video has 17 million views in 2 days. It came out January 3rd. It's January 5th right now. In 2 days, the video is almost at 20 million. By tomorrow, shit'll be at 20 million. Easy. So right off the bat, you know this is a viral video. You could call it definitely viral to say the least. I do want to talk about Katt Williams as an entertainer. We could do that in a minute, but I want to take it to the beginning. Does anybody remember the video when Katt Williams was wearing the green suit? It was called The Pimp Chronicles. It was his first big stand-up comedy. I think it was after Friday After Next. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of these comedians, they've been around for years sometimes before they get really popping, especially like the older comedians, like before social media. That's the reason why a lot of the people that are on social media, or a lot of comedians, talk about the new and up and coming comedians on social media. They say they have it easy and stuff like that because, like, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, let's just say Mike Epps, Chris Tucker, these type of Martin Lawrence, these type of um, comedians, they've been doing it for years, sometimes before you even saw them. Particularly Katt Williams, he's been doing it since the 90s. And I think his first major role was Friday After Next, if I'm not mistaken. And I think the Pimp Chronicles came after that. And I still don't see any answers, so maybe my chat is broken. But I need somebody to tell me what year the Pimp Chronicles came out, where he was wearing the all green suit or the green blazer, and he had the bangs, because that was an important thing, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But that was when I first really paid attention to Katt Williams. Of course, we saw him as Money Mike, and like I said, I think that was before that, like right around the same time. But I really started paying attention to Katt when he dropped that Pimp Chronicles. I remember literally tears coming down my eyes watching this man. I remember tears. I was watching it. I was watching it. I was in one of my homeboys' cars, and my homeboy had, like, how you can have TVs in the car, like they used to do that. They used to put TVs in the headrest and stuff like that. I remember I was sitting in the car. I think we were smoking and watching that, and I was dying. Like, I was literally dying laughing. Like, I'm talking crying laughing. Ever since then, Katt has been one of my favorites. A lot of people, I say my top 3 comedians alive in no particular order are Dave Chappelle, Mike Epps, and Katt Williams. No particular order, but if any one of them came to Houston, I would really try to go. If those 3 were on tour together, like, that'd be like some real Kings of Comedy type shit. So speaking of Kings of Comedy, we'll get into Steve Harvey in a minute, but Cha Cha says it was 2006. 2006 when Katt Williams, that's a long time ago. Wow, that green outfit. So that means that was almost 20 years ago, right? That just doesn't sound right. That sounds insane. It's probably right, but 20 years ago I was smoking weed? Nah, it couldn't have been 2006. Yeah, I mean, shit, I graduated high school and yeah. I think I graduated like around that time. I guess. So I guess I'm just old as fuck and time is just passing by. 20 years sounds crazy as fuck to me. That sounds ridiculous. I was already damn near an adult 20 years ago. What the fuck? Anyway, so we're going to talk about Katt. Now, let me pull up this thing real quick for y'all, just so we know what we're talking about. And I'm going to show you some of the interview. Now, just so we're clear, I'm not showing you the full video, okay? Just so we're clear, I am not showing you the full video. I'm only showing parts that I recorded and I put little pieces together. So we're going to see how this goes. Let me show you the screen real quick. Add this to stage. Your channel. So let's just get this like this. Just so clear, let me show you guys real quick what I'm talking about by this Katt Williams interview. Just so we're clear. If you want to go watch this whole video and you're like, J-Lethal, don't talk. Don't talk about it. Look, DJ Academics is live right now. 10,000 people watching him. He's talking about it. So I'm pretty sure it's okay to show some of the clips. The actual video, though, is right here. The channel is Club Shay Shay. And the video has, as you see, 17 million views in 2 days. And it's 2 hours, 46 minutes. So if you want to go watch the whole video, it's right here. Please go do that. Go press the thumbs up button just to show that we support Katt. I think I already pressed the thumbs up button, so it is what it is. Now, Katt Williams is no stranger to controversy. And we also have to remember Katt Williams has been talking his shit on a Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, right? Katt Williams has been talking his shit, and we'll get into that in a minute. But I just want to introduce some of this video. Now, just so we're clear, again, I'm not trying to make no money off this video. And hold on. Not Creator Studio, motherfucker. Hold on. Manage videos. Come on. I really hate when this internet be acting dumb like this. Taking forever. Come on. Hold on, y'all. Come on. There we go. Come on. Here we go, right here. Come on, bro. What the fuck? Forgive me, guys. I don't know why my internet acts dumb like this when I'm trying to do something. Let me take off. Let me make sure only my internet is connected. Let me make sure my phone's not connected. Nothing else is connected. All right, cool. Let's watch it on YouTube. Okay. Exit that out. Forgive me. Yeah, we're getting a little old, Cha-Cha. We're getting a little old, Cha-Cha, just so you know. I don't know what's up with my internet, guys. Can y'all hear me? Put something in the chat if y'all can hear me, because my shit be pissing me off. I swear to God. This shit be pissing me off. Every time I try to show something on my channel, the internet starts acting dumb. And I don't have all day. I do not have all day. The same Steve that went to the Okay. So, like I said, just so we're clear, guys, I did not get a chance to like edit this video right here. This is a rough draft of the video I'm going to make. When I make the full 15-minute thing, I'll upload it on Patreon, and then I'll upload it on YouTube. I have a few videos like that. I have one with Dr. Umar before he started bitching out. I have another one with Kanye. Actually, I have two with Kanye where he was going off on the whole interview, and I put a highlight tape out. So I got to do a highlight thing of Katt Williams, but right now I just didn't have time to put it in order and make it flow cohesively and put the music behind it. So this video is going to kind of be all over the place a little bit. And, you know, like right now he's about to start talking about Steve Harvey. So if you guys don't know, like, well, you know, what's going on in the interview, you're going to have to watch the whole thing yourself. But I'm going to walk you through some of the things, right? So right now, he's about to start talking about Steve Harvey. Now, he was going in on Steve's bitch ass, which is hilarious. You know I don't fuck with Steve Harvey over here. We do not rock with Steve. So it was hilarious how he was going in on Steve. He was going in on basically the kings of comedy. He went in on everybody. Can somebody name some of the people he went in on? Michael Blackson. He went in on... Harvey Weinstein, P. Diddy, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley. I mean, he was going off, but I don't even really want to talk about the people he was exposing so much as I want to talk about the fact that he was exposing all this shit. And this shit, like I said, this is a 20 million, this video has 20 million views almost in 2 days, 3 days. So let's get straight into it. And before I start, I want to say this last thing. This dude over here named Shannon Sharpe, I'm not going to call him a straight sellout, but what I will say is this. You got two type, well, you got a few type, but you got two type of really sellouts. And I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe is a sellout, but you have two type of, let me just explain it like this, right? You have these people on podcasts and on the internet and stuff. And what they do is they want to be in our space. They want to be in the grassroots space. They want to be in the underground space. but they still want to have the perks of the mainstream. You know, so that's why you see Will Smith came out with a YouTube channel. LeBron James had a podcast. You know, the I Am Athlete podcast with those athletes. Joe Budden came out with the podcast. You know, you start seeing this, but what do I always tell you? And if you're listening to me in the chat, I need you to answer. What do I always tell you about these quote unquote celebrities that start podcasts and want to have so-called real conversation, real underground grassroots conversation? What do I always tell you about them? And about the fact that they get paid, you know, $50 million deal with Spotify or whatever the case to bring these conversations to you. What do I always tell you, Jay? I'm going to read some comments. Yes, I'm going to read it, but I'm pretty sure somebody's going to put it in the chat. What I always tell you about these guys, whether it be LeBron James, whether it be about Joe Budden, hell, Shannon Sharp, these people are paid, and Katt actually said this during the interview, these people are paid in order to not have certain conversations. Do we understand that, guys? Do we understand that these people are being paid to not have certain conversations? In other words, you want to have these people on, but they're paid $50 million to make sure you change the topic. Just laugh it off. Oh, Nori is another one. The Drink Champs, that's a big one. Also, The Breakfast Club. All these fucking these things that are so-called interviewers, they're not truly interviewers. And I'm not going to shit on Shannon because he did something that's interesting. There's two type of ways you can sell out. You could either fight and try to discredit the person who's talking, or you can just act like you don't know what's going on. And what you'll notice here from this interview, the reason why I'm not calling Shannon a straight out sellout is because he wasn't acting like a police officer, like straight up, you know, straight up undercover agent, but he was acting like he don't know what's really popping out here. He was acting a little uncomfortable, okay? And of course, that's because he doesn't want to lose his show and all this goofy shit. But like I told some other big YouTuber that I know in real life, what are we doing here? If we're not having real conversation and you're scared of the conversation getting too real, why the fuck are you in this space trying to act like you're one of the ones that can have the conversation? Leave it up to the people who aren't scared to get canceled. How about that? Can somebody put that in the chat? In 2024, I'm going to need all these niggas with podcasts to leave the conversations, the deep grassroots underground conversations, to the people who do not give a fuck about being canceled or being sent to the shadow realm. Oh, Cam Newton, he's another one. We did the video on Charleston White and Cam Newton on my page recently, and you can see how Cam Newton was trying to protect the sisterhood and act like it's sickening to me. So let's get into this interview, because like I told you, I don't have much time, and see what Katt is talking about. He started off right here talking about Steve Harvey. He's going to go in on him a couple times. Let's listen to what he got to say. And let me know if you can hear this. Let me know if it's loud and clear, guys. Audio. Let me turn on the echo cancellation so my voice isn't echoing. When I play this video. Okay, cool. Is everybody ready? Talk to me in the chat. Is everybody ready?
Kill that noise, man. Let's just get the shit.
The shit. The shit. You'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep in the shit.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Up in the business. And it's a man unit.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop here right there already, because this nigga was on 10 the entire interview. but he was relaxed. He was so relaxed, which made it so much better. He wasn't yelling and screaming. And that's what we talk about Kanye sometimes. You know, De facto mentioned when I asked him about Kanye, I showed that Kanye rant that he recently went on his album party. And me and De facto, we agreed that Kanye could be a lot better at explaining his position. It's not that it's crazy. It's not that he's crazy. It's not even that he's wrong. It's just that sometimes Kanye needs to be able to explain his position. I'm not even saying you have to have a better delivery or be nicer like Kevin Samuels, like they said about Kevin. I'm just saying, Kanye, give us a coherent thought before you move to the next thought, or at least connect it all together like I do. You know, I got ADD, so I might talk about this, and then that reminds me that this and this and this, but by the end of the show, I brought it all together. The thing I like about Katt, he takes his time to talk, and he says exactly what he means. Sometimes he's a little covert, and you have to read between the lines, but for the most part, you don't have to guess what this man is saying. So right now, he's going in on Steve Harvey. And right off the bat, he said Steve Harvey, listen closely, right off the bat, he said Steve Harvey had a wig on.
What?
Hair, but yes, before he went bald, Steve Harvey had hair, and he had this Velcro fucking lineup. I always told you that nigga's hair was Velcro. Talk to me in the chat. If you remember when I went in on Steve Harvey and I turned Steve Harvey into a pack for his disrespectful comments about Flint, Michigan, for his disrespectful comments to Monique, for his disrespect to fucking everybody. And I was talking about this nigga got a Velcro. I went in. I said his mustache is Velcro. His mustache is made out of the same material that his hair was made out of. But he couldn't go into his 60s with that same black fucking hairpiece. So he just said, let me take this motherfucker off and retire this motherfucker. He still got this bitch sitting on a nightstand. You better believe Steve Harvey still has this Velcro piece. This whole thing is one fucking piece. You just rip that bitch off. All you hear is right when he pulls that bitch off, you hear Velcro. He grabs it from the front and pulls it all the way back. The sideburns, everything comes off. And that mustache is also made from the same synthetic material. Infinite Charms. Do you remember when I turned your man Steve into a pack? Now, listen to what Katt says. He confirms what I called it out. He confirms it. Listen.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit.
It's a man unit, ladies and gentlemen. That is a shell shocker right there. He said this whole thing you had on your head was a goddamn man unit. And I thought that shit was hilarious. But this isn't even why I'm showing you the video. Let's get more into it. Also, I told you, pay attention to the other guy interviewing him. Let's go.
And then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head.
Talk to me. Talk to me, Katt. In the chat.
Make
unit. Best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good Oba-Kaby and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore the way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you.
My bad, y'all. I think I was muted. I'm gonna say it one more time. What does this face translate to you guys? Talk to me in the chat. What does this face translate to you? A lot of times I'd like to tell you what I think, but sometimes I want to know what you guys think. What does this face translate to you? Now remember, at this point, Katt was he already saw Katt was going in. And like I told you, there's two type of sellouts. One, you have can y'all hear me right now? What up, Maximus? Maximus, you got two kind of sellouts. That's why I don't want to call Shannon Sharpe a sellout, but because he's not straight up, Steve Harvey, right, Jay? Infinite Charms, what did Steve Harvey tell Monique? What did Steve Harvey tell Monique when she said, I've been wronged? Mind you, Taraji P. Henson is saying the same thing right now, Color Purple. But when Monique said there's institutional racism and systematic enforcement of the ideologies of white supremacy happening to me as a black woman right now in America from large conglomerates like Netflix. What did Steve Harvey say? Oh, girl, we black out here. You shut your mouth. That's when that slave spirit just jumps out. Oh, chocolate melanin. Steve, you are going to have to let go of Steve, chocolate melanin. Let it go. Drop it. I'm going to spank your hand, chocolate melanin. I'm spanking your hand right now. Bow, bow. You hear that? I'm spanked your hand. Drop Steve Harvey right now like a bad habit. Drop him. No, don't hide him behind your back, chocolate melanin. Drop him. Okay. 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 His face says that. Okay. I was about to say, chocolate melanin, you had me scared for a minute. You're not saying you fuck with Steve. You're saying that's what Shay's face. First of all, Shay. Wait a minute.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
Shay? Okay. But anyway, I'm going to play this clip one more time because I don't want to spend all day. I know chocolate melanin does not like when I talk over it, but I just have to say what I got to say. This dude, why is he acting like Katt is drunk or something? You see how they start all doing the same type of thing? Raise your hand in the chat. No, put some glasses emoji in the chat if you ever saw my highlight video of Kevin Samuels when he went on. Notice I be making all them highlight videos. Go look up I got a strike for making a highlight video of Kanye the second time he appeared on Drink Champs. It's still on my Patreon, though, but I got a strike for even uploading what Kanye said. I didn't even say anything. So I did two highlight videos on Kanye. I did a highlight. Go to the very beginning of my channel. One of my first videos is called Protect Dr. Umar Johnson. Shit. I probably deleted. No, I don't think I deleted it. But I don't fuck with Umar anymore. But and that's just recently. But one of my first videos on this channel was called Protect Dr. Umar. And when he went on the Breakfast Club, y'all need to go see that. I don't give a damn if you like Umar or not. Go watch that Breakfast Club interview with Umar. He has blue on. I think it's his most recent one, but he went off. He went off. And DJ Envy even admitted, he slipped up and admitted that Angela Yee purposely doesn't come to the show when they're going to have Umar on. I don't know if I told you that, but DJ Envy, if you go watch the Breakfast Club Dr. Umar interview, DJ Envy slips up and said, see, that's why Angela doesn't show up when you come here. So Angela Yee's supposed to be an interviewer, and she has all these ratchet ass, disgusting people in conversations and gossip. But you don't like Umar so bad that you don't even show up to work. They allowed her not to work. Do you understand that? Because she doesn't like the guest. And why doesn't she like Umar? Because Umar calls out the Asian community. And Angela Yee is more loyal to her Asian side, hence the last name Yee. She's more loyal to her Asian side than she is to her black side. Go look up Angela Yee when she was on the Breakfast Club and she had that little Asian cat. Does anybody, I think it's called the Lucky Cat or something. I read about it one time that in a certain Asian culture, might be China even, that they believe that cats are lucky. It's some story about some cat who did something and they followed the cat to riches or something. Anyway, that's why when you go in these Asian stores, which I don't, you see this little golden cat that has his hand going up and down, up and down, up and down. Angela Yee had that shit sitting on her fucking desk because she's more invested in the Asian culture than she is of black culture. But this isn't about Dr. Umar. This isn't about Angela Yee, but technically it is. It's about grassroots conversation versus mainstream manipulation. Can somebody talk to me in the chat? Because now I'm starting to cook. This is about grassroots conversation versus mainstream manipulation. Why? Because the mainstream is trying to manipulate the conversation of the grassroots. They're trying to have the conversations we're having, but they're scared to have them. So they either want to dismiss it as crazy, change the subject, or just try to pick at it and try to refute it, which is not going to work. So let's get back to this conversation. And somebody tell me, what does Shannon Sharp's face say to you right here? What does Shannon Sharp's face say to you as he's looking at Katt Williams and he realized, oh shit, Katt is not drunk. I cannot say Katt is drunk. Katt is not playing around, and Katt is naming names.
1,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good old baby and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore the way you. I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star.
So now he's going in on Cedric. Mind you, he hasn't even really said the real shit that I want to get into right now. The reason why he mainly went viral, well, the whole video was viral. Even they already got memes. They already got memes of this shit. They already got GIFs or GIFs, whatever you want to call them. So this video is viral, but one of the main reasons it's viral because he mentioned a lot of names. So I'm going to try not to make it about the names. But yeah, right here, he's talking about Cedric the Entertainer is so fat. He was sitting on a chair. He couldn't even lift his arms off his stomach, which was hilarious. And by the way, the same people he's talking about were all sitting on this same couch. So you can go look up Steve Harvey. Let me do that real quick. Steve Harvey had a conversation with Shannon Sharp. Do y'all remember when I talked about, does anybody remember when Steve Harvey went on Shannon Sharp? What did he say? There was something that we talked about. Does anybody remember? Hold on. Because Steve Harvey definitely went on the Shannon Sharp show, and he was saying some dumb shit. Does anybody remember? Let me see. Let's see when he went on there. He went on there 8 months ago. Look, guys. Steve Harvey went on. Remember, he spoke about divorces. Oh, that's where he said, oh, yeah. Does anybody remember this episode? Look at Steve Harvey's goofy ass. He said specifically that women don't got to bring nothing to the table. They can make another you. De facto, where you at? That's one of De facto's favorite quotes. They can make another you. Hold on. I'm just making sure. By the way, guys, if you ever don't hear me, please put the number 1 in the chat. Sometimes my internet looks like it's not working right. De facto, you remember he said that? You can make another you. Don't ask a woman to do nothing. Don't ask no questions. Don't you ever demand or ask a woman to do anything. The fact that she's a woman and she can make another you. Mind you, this man has been divorced, what, 3 times? Or 2 times? And there's a rumors that now I'm not a gossiper, but I mean, I feel like I need to bring it up. You're giving relationship advice. There's rumors that your wife is fucking the fucking, who is she fucking? The personal trainer?
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
Your wife is fucking the yoga instructor, Steve. And you're telling her to think like a man. Yeah, she thought like a man and she fucked like a man. Talk to me in the chat. Now, again, I'm not here to go in on Steve Harvey, but yes, Steve Harvey was on the same show. So that's why Katt was really going in. He's like, nah, you had these people on your show talking this dumb shit. And Katt was here to set the record straight. Remember, this dude, he's not just some guy on the corner. This is one of the most respected comedians alive. He's way funnier than Steve Harvey. And I was talking to somebody else about this, by the way, that Steve Harvey is not even funny, guys. Just like Katt said, you're just a country bumpkin. He's going to go in on him again, but you're just a fucking country bumpkin, Steve. The only people that like you are grandparents. And you have this, and you're just like, you do stupid reactions. You do those stupid faces. Let me pull up a stupid Steve Harvey face to show you guys what I'm talking about. Just in case nobody knows what I'm talking about. Stupid Steve Harvey face. Share this tab. Let me see this. That's the face I'm talking about right there where his bottom lip is hanging. Show it to me. This shit, this goofy slave shit right here is what I'm talking about. That's what he's famous for. Look at the Mr. Potato Head. This is what he's famous for, guys. Can you hear me? Is this thing on me? He's famous for this stupid slave face. And they put him in a suit. What up, Mott Ray? I hope I'm saying it right. I don't really know how to say your name. But right, it's all fun and game till the truth show up. You want to have all these podcasts and sip all this wine and champagne and Courvoisier and then you want to have all these goofy rumor conversations and stupid shit that's either going to distract or divide the black community. But the moment you got a real nigga on there, oh my God, well, I think we got to take away the drink. What you mean take away the drink? Why are y'all drinking? Look at Steve Harvey's stupid face, man. Why are y'all drinking, Shannon Sharp? Didn't they say that the truth comes out when you're drunk? Didn't they say a drunk tongue tells no lies? See, this is why the white man loves Steve Harvey right here. Can anybody see this? Look at Steve Harvey on the right. And look how the white man's laughing at him. That's what you're funny, Steve. We showed the video where you said for $2 million, you would literally put on a monkey suit and go around scratching your nuts and ooh, ah, ah for the white man. You said that, Steve. You thought that was funny on your stand-up goofy ass nigga. Anyway, let's get back to Katt Williams. How about that? Hold on. My bad, y'all, my bad. Let's get back to Katt, because Katt was spitting. Matter of fact, I'm going to let Katt cook. Somebody put a cooking emoji if I can let Katt cook, and then I'll just run it back.
Why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
Man.
That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side.
That's what I do. That's what.
On Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. It's not where the line is Tubi. Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. It's not where the line is drawn. Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Wow. That's a mouthful, guys. That's a mouthful. I know I said I was going to let him cook, but that's a mouthful. Guys, I need to know what are y'all hearing this? The man said, race is not where we draw the line. That's not the deciding factor, meaning race, meaning he was talking about Steve Harvey and all these people. And he said people tell him, you know, why would you say this about another black man? Whenever he goes in and he says something, they'll, you know, and somebody ask him, why would you say this about another black man? And he said, race is not the deciding line where, you know, the deciding line is God and whoever's not with God. That's the difference. And hold on, I need to make sure hold on. I need to make sure my shit be freezing on my ass and everything. Let me read some comments, y'all. Hold on. Damn, this fucking internet is pissing me off. Okay, let me read these comments real quick. God's side and the other side. Simple as that. Maximus says, the saying goes, Katt saying, the saying goes, Katt saying, yes. I must be high, Maximus, but I do not understand what you just said right there. The saying goes, Katt, saying your so-called idols must fall. Oh yeah, well shit. I guess he's saying that Katt is basically saying that our idols must fall. Okay, let's hear him again, y'all. Let's hear him again. I'm gonna try to let him cook because I want to show the whole video that I got, but I don't got that much time and I don't want to get the video taken down. That's another reason why I'm doing my commentary. Let's go.
Bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Now, again, Solo Dolo, you heard what he said? He said it's up. Does anybody remember I had a whole video maybe a year and a half ago almost called It's Up? That's what Kanye said too. It's up. So, and notice, I also need you to notice Katt is talking to other people in the room. Chocolate Melanin, you said you saw the whole clip. By the way, guys, if anybody saw the whole thing, raise your hand in the chat. If you only saw clips here and there viral, put a scissors in the chat. Because if you watch the whole thing, you'll see that Katt constantly, matter of fact, he spent most of his time looking at somebody or some group of people off the camera. And there's certain times where you can hear people in the background even laugh at certain things he say. They get shocked. So there's more, it's not just him and Shannon Sharpe in the room. And you got to believe that it's not just black people. It's not, he wasn't necessarily exposing the systematic enforcement of the ideologies of white supremacy, but he was exposing the black sellouts who have submitted to the systematic enforcement of the ideologies of white supremacy. Do you understand the difference? Because I heard somebody say online, or Katt Williams only tried to destroy other black men. He gave respect to the white comedians and stuff like that. Katt's job right there was not to even expose the white comedians because that would have been too complex. It would be better that he spoke about the people that we know. Matter of fact, most black people don't know white comedians. I know that because I'm one of the few black people that like white comedians. I damn near got to be ashamed that I like white comedians. I think white comedy is fucking hilarious. And except Friends and shit like that. Now, I don't like Friends and Frasier and shit like that, but certain white people are hilarious. You can't tell me Jim Carrey's not fucking hilarious. But the point is, he was exposing black people that we know that have submitted to the systematic enforcement of the ideologies of white supremacy. Do you understand that? Oh, Tahuti, I thought so. I thought this was you. I know you've changed your name a bunch. But I told you before, I might always call you Tahuti. What up, bro? How you been, man? Now let's continue. Cha-Cha, are you hearing this? Cha-Cha, did you see this? Did you see this or no? Let's continue.
About the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
And again, he's talking to not only Shannon Sharpe, but he's talking to not only the internet, 20 million people and counting, but he's also talking to the people in the room. That's what I need you to understand. When it gets spiritual like that, this is why I can't show my J-Lethal side out in public. I'm damn near on the verge of getting fired from my job every time I get a job because I start showing my J-Lethal side. When it's up, it's up. I don't give a fuck who's in the room. And that's how he's moving right now. And that's how, I hate to bring him up again, but Kanye was talking just like that on that Drink Champs interview and looking at people off camera and shit, talking to the people. They tried to bring other people in the room. They brought a Jewish dude in the room thinking he's going to get scared. Did anybody see that Kanye interview where they brought a Jewish dude in the room? Like, hey, this guy's here. Like, what? Anyway, let's continue.
All of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of get on there.
Right.
Look at your boy. Look, guys. And this is what I mean by Shannon Sharpe is not just, he's not a Steve Harvey agent, but this is not normal black behavior.
All lies.
Why are you a black man and you stumbling and you can't find your words, Shannon? Shannon can't find his words. He got to take another drink. He got to wipe the sweat off his brow. He's stumbling. He's reading his cue cards. He's trying to figure out what the fuck to even do. It's falling apart right in front of our face.
Eyes will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Look at this, and I have to keep saying it. Shannon Sharpe is looking like a police officer, kinda. He's looking real undercover police officer, like, right? That Nori type shit. No, Nori just likes to act dumb and laugh and change the conversation. This is different. Nori did that a few times too, but this is different. He's like I said, he's not Steve Harvey flagrant in your face, but he's acting dumb and he's frozen. So you might as well be the op, nigga. You're an undercover cop. Okay, talk to me. Which one's worse, an undercover cop or the one, you know, the one that's gonna put his knee on your neck like the regular walking cop on the street? Can anybody tell me which one's worse? I feel like the undercover might actually be worse, honestly. I was gonna say they're the same fucking thing, but it's actually worse if you're undercover. Because it's these type. See, we don't really respect Steve Harvey. The streets don't, at least. They don't really go to Steve Harvey to hear no. Steve Harvey is out of date. Steve Harvey's the type of nigga that would make a stand-up comedy talking about collard greens and shit like that. Nigga, that's that 1962 shit, nigga. Get out of here with that 1962 comedy. But why is he, Shannon Sharpe, acting like so? Look at his face look at his face.
Don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of get on there.
Right.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again?
Listen to what he asked him. Listen to what Shannon just asked him. See, that's the problem right there, Shannon. And see, let me talk about Shannon Sharpe, because I remember the first time I seen this nigga, and I'm going to just go ahead and say it. He looked like a monkey in a suit. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'll take all backlash that come along with it. First time I seen Shannon Sharpe, I said, they didn't put this monkey in a suit. And he could be very good guy, very intellectual and everything, but Hollywood knows what they're doing. They put this big, strong-ass nigga. He's about to bust out the motherfucking three-piece suit, guys. Every time you see him, skip now. No, skip. About to burst out the motherfucking three-piece tailored suit with a goddamn orange bow tie on and some white frame glasses. Like, come on. But I'm not here to go in on Shannon Sharpe, but what I don't even know why I went in on him. I didn't mean to go in on Shannon like that. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be taking it easy. Let me start over. Hold on. Oh, wait, he just said something stupid. That's why. He said, "Are you scared to get blackballed?"
That's suspicious. That's weird. And you want to know what else is funny?
You want to know what else is funny? Why would you ask a black man, aren't you scared to get blackballed? Like, first of all, that's why I'm talking about him in that fucking suit. Nigga, how strong is this man? Can somebody tell me how much this man weighs? This strong man. But he's not, he's clearly not actively trying to destroy the systematic enforcement of the ideologies of white supremacy. And I get it, it's your platform and you don't want people making salacious claims on your platform, but that's Katt Williams. This isn't just somebody you invited on your platform. You let Katt talk and let the backlash fall on Katt. It's just like Nori apologizing for the Kanye interview. Why are these niggas apologetic for what another man said on your so-called show? Club Shay Shay, Drink Champs. That doesn't make any fucking sense. If you're a black man and you want us to believe you got 30 million like Joe Budden, and I'm not pocket watching, I need to know these numbers for a reason. There needs to be a reason why Joe Budden is getting paid $30 million to sit there with his legs crossed like he knows the answer to the motherfucking universe. Because these people are meant to be gatekeepers, and that's what Katt kept talking about in this interview. He specifically said these people are gatekeepers and they need to be taken down because they're not letting the real shit come through. And this nigga gonna ask him, are you afraid of being blackballed? Wow. You're that strong and you're afraid of something. Can you believe this big, strong man is still afraid of that? Instead of exposing how blackballing is going on to where people don't get blackballed anymore, you're going to use your energy to ask him, are you not scared of it? Shouldn't you use your energy to ask him how we can destroy the blackballing that's going on? Instead of you asking him that, maybe talk to me in the chat. Am I missing something?
Eyes will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of getting on there.
Right.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
I kind of getting on there.
Right.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
Y'all, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Cha-Cha, are they really listening? Did you hear what he said, Cha-Cha? First of all, he said Satan, the deceiver, can somebody put that in the chat for me? Please let it be church right now. Satan cannot create anything. Not a single thing on this planet can Satan create. Satan is not a creator. The deceiver is not a creator. The deceiver is a reflection. He only can reflect the original source of light. He or she can only reflect the original source of light. They cannot be absorbed with the original source of light. Therefore, they cannot create anything. Okay? That's why Satan, quote unquote, right, always hates on God and always tries to do and mimic notice he mimics everything. Notice artificial, talk to me in the chat, intelligence. Artificial intelligence, hence the name that they want to make you believe is what we're supposed to be going towards. We're supposed to be looking up to. They're literally planting the seeds right now that the robots and the artificial intelligence is going to be our savior. That some places are actually saying that at some point in time, human beings are going to like literally turn our faith to this this AI technology. Like our actual faith will be this. Maybe that's sometime not in our lifetime, but that's what some people theorize. Katt said Satan can't create anything. He can't even create blessings for his own people. That's not a true blessing. What y'all can't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't even walk in the room because you suck somebody's thing. You suck somebody's nether region. How can you, what's the blessing after that? You willingly suck somebody's nether region for a bag. I don't care how fast the Ferrari goes, man. It's over.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't. They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency.
What is going on here? This is not normal. This is not how things are supposed to function.
It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't. They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking,
now look at Shannon, froze. You ever seen that movie Get Out? Go watch that movie Get Out. When she pull out the teacup and start swirling the motherfucking spoon around the cup, the dude literally just sunk into his seat and was frozen. He couldn't move. Shannon Sharpe is literally frozen right now, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, he's shocked like all of us. Katt Williams just said that Harvey Weinstein asked to suck his penis.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Again, I'm going to try my best to not make this a gossip hour, right? Because there was a lot of talk that was going on here, and that's why it went viral. But I want to get to some of the main points that I was showing. I've showed so far a little bit of it. But also, I need you to notice again, like how I broke it down with the Charleston White video. Look at this dude's posture. The dude who's interviewing him. Look at his posture right now. And look at his face. There's many moments where he goes into this sunken place and he doesn't move. He doesn't even make a facial expression. I'm going to tell you why. Because one, he doesn't want to give him, well, first of all, this is the only reason. He doesn't want to reveal his hand. He doesn't want to expose himself either to Katt, that he's against this, and he also doesn't, he doesn't want it, because I don't know, like I said, Shannon Sharpe, I don't know what type of sellout he is. Either he doesn't want to expose to Katt that he disagrees with him and wants him to shut up, or he doesn't want his masters to see him agreeing with Katt. Can you understand that? Raise your hand in the chat if you can not understand that. How about that? If you do not understand what I mean by that, please raise your hand in the chat. Because Shannon Sharpe is sitting here like a frozen robot for one of two reasons. One, he agrees with Katt. and doesn't want his masters to seeing him agree with him. Or B, he doesn't agree with Katt, but he doesn't want Katt to see that. But either way, he's trying to reveal his true intentions on these matters here because he knows it will reveal him to a certain demographic. That's why he doesn't make a face. I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. This is the type, Shannon Sharpe is the perfect type of nigga that would get promoted in a company. Now, mind you, he's not gay. So if he was a gay black guy, he'd really get, I have a dude right now. I told you I was one of the only black guys there. Oh, nope. They got a black guy in management now. And he's over here sashaying all around. They love that. So Shannon Sharpe is another acceptable Negro, though. Okay, we'll put you in this monkey suit. But when we talk about George Floyd or whatever the case, don't show too much emotion. And didn't he, I'm not saying he got kicked off the show, but he left the show shortly after he really got into it with that white man, right? He finally bucked up to that white man on something other than sports. Like it got personal. Like the white man tried to discredit him in his occupation. And Shannon Sharpe was like, no, I'm not going to, like, you're not about to fucking play me, nigga. I'm a Hall of Famer, this and that and the third. And he put his chest out. I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe is no bitch. For sure, Shannon Sharpe would obviously whoop my fucking ass and dismantle me. So it's not like I'm talking shit behind his back. He'll clearly destroy me. But the fact of the matter is, Shannon, am I lying right now? If I'm not lying, if I'm lying, then why are you sitting there like that, Shannon?
Came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo! Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there.
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down.
You heard what he said? This is why when I walk in the room, the heads go down. That's something that you can't buy, guys. And that's what we're talking about, respect through consistency, guys. That's what we're talking about, legacy, consistency, your reputation based on your actions and your honor and your respect of others and your respect of yourself. When you walk in these Diddy parties, matter of fact, let me say this real quick. What year did Katt Williams do that special, guys? Because he has it, just so we're clear, I need to let you guys know, because some people don't even know about Katt. Katt Williams' first special, he came out and said some real shit. Because right now, he's exposing Harvey Weinstein or whatever, but his very first special, do y'all not remember that? Hold on.
Ooh, child.
I'm in Hollywood now. I'm finding out most of the shit I thought was real ain't even real. I met DMX 9 months ago. This nigga is 2 inches taller than me. I don't know why the fuck I thought that nigga was 6'12" or something. That nigga is my size. And he really talk like that. We in a restaurant. He, hell bitch. That nigga's some water and some lemon. Nigga, why are you hollering? We in a restaurant, nigga. You know that nigga wasn't shit in school, couldn't cheat at all. Just, hell bitch. What's the answer? Number 7. Ow, ow, ow. Nigga, you need to be in a special class. What the fuck is... I met Omarion. This nigga is the king of dancing for a motherfucking reason. Cause all while you trying to talk to this simple motherfucker, he is practicing his goddamn dance moves. I'm trying to have a conversation. This one. Oh, touch what, nigga? This is... I met Shaquille O'Neal. I was so motherfucking happy to meet that nigga. Then I find out I can't be this nigga's friend in public because he just too motherfucking tall. How the fuck it look? I'm trying to congratulate you on a good game and you got your dick all on my forehead region. This is bullshit, nigga. At least if you in the ATL and a nigga doing drugs in the ATL, the nigga at least excuse himself, go to the bathroom or some shit. Niggas in Hollywood just do the drugs right in front of you and act like ain't shit happened. You in the middle of a goddamn meeting. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the movie with you, and then we're gonna go back. Nigga, did you know that I can see you? Nigga, you right there. It's on your nose, nigga. What? Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited than a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit. Nigga, come here, come here. Is that two niggas kissing? Is one of them niggas Professor Obi? He came out the closet, he came out the closet. Oh my God, who run?
Guys, are we clear? That was his very first special. That was his first special. He said he mentioned that he might have been like one of the first ones to publicly mention the Hollywood parties like that, right? On that big platform, he said it straight up. In Hollywood, they got these gay parties. You don't even know these niggas kissing. And then he said, Professor Ogilvy, talk to me in the chat. Remember, hey, Professor Ogilvy. He said he walked into a party and he saw Professor Ogilvy on somebody's nether region.
Hold it up. Turn around. Turn around. Make an about face. All the way around. Okay, now drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. All right, hold it. Proud of what I am and what I represent. Are you a traveling man? I'm a proud of what I am and what I represent. And you're using the black. Look at the condition of our people, man. Leave us alone with brother. Look at the condition of our people, brother. Leave us alone. How you walking with the illumination of our people, man? That's a sign of our ancient king. You don't represent us. You don't represent us. Because you lower than me. You are my son. You my son. I'm true and living God. This the light, man. This disrespectful to the black man. Y'all brothers should be ashamed of yourself, man. You should be ashamed of yourself, right? Brother, man. You ain't saying nothing, brother. We for real about this. Is a shame for the black man. Okay, we'll keep moving. This is a disgrace for the black man. Ain't no keep moving. You ain't saying nothing.
No. Talk to me in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Are you understanding why I do these streams the way I do these streams? Are you understanding? Is it all connecting now that Katt is saying it? Because remember, I'm not a hater. Some of these people might be like, well, I said this before Katt. And I have said a lot of this shit before Kanye and Katt. Solo Dolo said on the last stream, Kanye sounds just like he's been listening to the class. But it's the fact that they're on such a large level. This video has 20 million views. I can't be delusional enough to think, well, I should have got recognition. This video, the information is what's most important to you simple Negroes that don't understand. All you niggas that's trying to put your logo in front of everything and you want everybody to know you for the one who brought out the information and da-da-da-da-da. You're missing the point. Or maybe you just don't care. The fact of the matter is the information is what's most important to get out. It doesn't really matter who says it as long as they say it right. So Katt was saying a lot of things right. Let's continue.
Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, No, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
Whoa! Whoa! Talk to me in the chat. That's bars right there. That's bars right there. Oh my God. Whoa. He looked him dead in the face and said, they pay you. And he was talking about him as well. Listen one more time. Hold on. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Did you hear it?
Down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
They pay you to not talk about things that they don't want you to talk about. Isn't this exactly what I said about these guys? Isn't this what I've been saying since the beginning about these guys? Just let me know. They're paying you. That's what you need to understand. They're not paying them for their talent. They're paying them specifically to not have these conversations. In other words, you could have every other conversation, but do not have these conversations.
My back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do? Family Feud on. Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're gonna say some funny country things.
Can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure that y'all can hear. This is where, again, I'm gonna just let him cook a little bit because he's talking about Steve Harvey and stuff like that, right? And I thought it was important to show him going in on Steve because he was saying the same shit that I've been saying about Steve, but to hear him say it hit so harder. He said, hold on one second. He said, let me hear it again.
Is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do Family Feud on? Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're gonna say some funny country things.
That's bars right there. He said Steve Harvey's only famous, and that's how we know, guys. I told you Steve Harvey makes those stupid ass faces for a living, and that's why he gets paid. It's funny because we're surprised you could even have it's like a monkey in a suit. You know, when you put a monkey on a bicycle or something, you're surprised that the monkey could ride the bicycle. That's how they are when they hire niggas like y'all. And I'm not saying y'all are completely not talented, but you got to understand, niggas getting paid all this money. It's not even how, it's really not about counting your pockets. But yes, the red man pays who they want to pay. Monique, Taraji P. Henson, the red man will pay who they want to pay, how they want to pay, for what they want to pay. Are we clear on that? Are we clear? Let's continue.
For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. That all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out?
Oh, Jay, did you hear him? Let me read some comments. Jay, did you hear him? I'm gonna read y'all's comments right now, if my internet will allow me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it from my phone because my phone be exactly Solo Dolo. We blackout here. But listen to what Katt just said. He said, could you just take some of this step and fetch it shit out of the movies? In other words, he said they tried to give Katt Williams a bunch of the roles first. Because you know that's how that works in Hollywood. It's like, it's the same like the music industry. Like, just because somebody sings a song, that doesn't mean they wrote it. Beyonce, did you know Future wrote Drunk in Love? Go look it up. Future, the rapper Future, wrote Drunk in Love. Bryce, go look it up. Drunk in Love by Beyonce was written by Future. And then go look up the Future's version of it, which is not really as good, I don't think. But I do, I like Future. Anyway, Step and Fetch It, guys. We've talked about him actually recently. Step and Fetch It, in case none of you know, is the black man. Can somebody tell me the real name of Step and Fetch It on Google and what year he was living or whatever the case? This black man named Step and Fetch It was paid to act stupidly. Like, you have to go look it up on YouTube, the Step and Fetch It clips. He was paid to look like a lazy, slow-talking, big brute buffoon. Just, I don't know, boss. He was paid to act like that. When you look up the story of Step and Fetch It, his real name is, what is his real name? Go look it up, please. His real name is like something else. It's definitely not Step and Fetch It, and he was paid. They paid him handsomely to act like a dumb fucking stupid idiot in Hollywood productions when we barely had any representation as it is. That's why blackface is so detrimental, because we didn't have barely any representation of us on the mainstream as it is. But the one time you're going to show black people, you're going to show us with these big old big old unkept afros and the blackface and all this other shit like that. So we have to understand our history to understand. If you watch this interview and you don't even know that part of history, you're not going to know what he's talking about. He said he turned down roles because of the Step and Fetch It shit. And he also mentioned the dress. I don't know if I have it in this clip, but he definitely mentioned the dress over and over. So the conversation that we've been having for years is now on the mainstream. Give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's for people like you who constantly gathered here, and we had these spaces and these talks, and you spread that out in your real life, and you spread it on social media and all this, to where people had to have the conversation about the fucking black man in a dress. They had to have the conversation. You can't just keep saying it's funny. It's not funny anymore. It was funny 20 years ago with Shanae. It stopped being funny when we recognized, like, wait a minute, this is too much. Okay, so how is Lil Nas X wearing a dress and he's serious, but another black man's wearing a dress and that's a joke? It's not a joke anymore when actual black men are wearing dresses. It was only a joke when black men weren't wearing dresses. Do you understand that? That's when it was funny, when you never saw a black man in a dress. So that's what that was funny about it. Now we're seeing it take over in our actual culture. Why are you still putting black men in dresses in Hollywood as the form of a joke? Let's continue. And listen though, and Solo, you do say this a lot, and I agree that people who worship celebrities are twisted in the mind. But I just want to let you know this, Solo. I know how much you fuck with Tupac. I know how much you love Tupac, and I know you don't worship him. I know you don't idolize him. But what I'm saying is, imagine how you feel about Pac because of what you saw and what you heard from him and the energy that he brought that you resonate with. Imagine somebody feels that way about somebody else. It could be said that they're idolizing them or whatever the case, or at the very least they're looking towards them. Like if Pac, when we look the way we look towards Pac, like what's Pac gonna say about this? Yeah, he's gonna speak their real shit for us. Like some would say we were idolizing Kevin Samuels or worshiping Kevin Samuels. People say that, right? It's obviously not the truth, but we have to understand that these people in positions of mainstream somehow resonate with us, some more than others. And a lot of the time, especially if they've had the same talking points as us, we want them to succeed. We're invested into their story. And it's not so much worshiping, but we are invested into their story. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Let's continue this because I want to see if he got into the dress thing on this one. Mind you, this video is 2 hours long. This is only like 14 minutes of it. And it's a rough draft. So I'm going to put it on my Patreon when I finish it, then on YouTube.
Another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do Family Feud on? Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're going to say some funny country things. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? Mm-hmm. And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was and acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standards.
Now, let me bring something else up, guys. Some people say it's just a joke. I guess everybody in my class knows what time it is, but let's just pretend that we were talking to a whole bunch of people and some other person raised their hand and said, it is just a joke, J-Lethal. You're looking too much into it. You're being fake woke. You're a hotep. Okay, let me pull something up for you on a side tab real quick. What's that? YouTube. Okay. Let me show you something just for anybody who might be watching this in the shadows or in the clouds and you don't want to comment, but you secretly disagree. Shaq. Some of you have seen this. I showed you before, but I'm gonna show it to people who haven't seen it before if I could find it. Mind you guys, oh, there we go, right here. Look. Now, mind you, I'm not even gonna play the audio because I don't know if this is BET. They might try to ban it because the audio. I'm gonna talk over it. Mind you, this is Kevin Hart Katt Williams is talking about Kevin Hart. He said for 5 years, all the things that they tried to give me, they ended up giving it to Kevin Hart because I turned it down because there was a bunch of step and fetch shit and there was a bunch of homosexual stuff, and I'm not homosexual. So people want to know what he's talking about. Kevin Hart doing homosexual. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Now, this is Shaquille O'Neal, de facto. De facto. Are you in the chat, de facto? Because this is Shaquille O'Neal. Mind you, he's a real police officer in real life. He has real police, some type of police. He's involved with the police in real life. And he's a Mason. We've talked about that, a proud Freemason. That's a whole nother story. This is Kevin Hart, as you see. This is not artificial intelligence. Talk to me in the chat. This is not artificial intelligence. Look, guys. Okay. Watch it. Watch it. Wow. 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 Guys. Wow. Can I? Wow. 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 Let me see something. Is my internet working?
That you gonna say some funny country things. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. That all I had said was, just can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because
Is my stream down, guys? Oh, Mr. Know-It-All Ranch, you in the building. My stream is not down, right? I just need to make sure the stream is down. The stream is not down. And did you see are we not seeing this clip of Kevin Hart right here? Are we for sure seeing this clip of Kevin Hart? Have you seen this? Mr. Know-It-All Rants, have you seen this clip of Kevin Hart and Shaquille O'Neal? Look. Look, guys. Read it and weep. That's Mr. Know-It-All Rants. That's what what's the name was talking about. That's what Katt Williams is talking about right here. They think this is funny. The executives think this is funny. Do you see what I'm saying? Hold on. I wish my internet would stop fucking good. Okay, let me finish. Let me open it back up. My bad. We about to get out of here in a minute. I just wanted to show you some of the most important parts that I thought were important. At least you can go watch the whole interview when you have time. Let's continue.
Because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that
Right.
to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was and acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standards.
You know, look, I've had Cube. I've talked to Cube. A lot of people say Cube doesn't pay. What's your relationship with Cube, and what did that opportunity mean for you?
Well, the ungrateful bastards that would say anything about Cube's payment, you shouldn't even talk to them anymore. Like, you don't go to Goodwill. You don't go to a Goodwill thrift store and go, look at all this cheap ass shit. Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut up? You could have went to Hermes. Why you didn't go to Balenciaga? Why you didn't get a bowl of the Balmain? You want to have that conversation? Right. What you mean, the independent black dude who's filming it partly out of his fucking pocket? What do you mean he didn't pay you enough? Hey, weirdos.
Now, mind you, he's talking about Ice Cube. Shannon Sharp asked him, well, how do you feel about Ice Cube? Because, you know, Ice Cube put him in Friday After Next. That was his first big movie. And he said, yeah, man, you know, anybody who's talking shit about how much they got paid by Ice Cube, who did it basically independently, you know, they just need to shut up, which I thought was a very powerful thing that people always people said that Katt was trying to tear people down. He gave props to a lot of people. He gave props to Dave Chappelle. He gave props to some comedians, just hilarious. He gave props to Ice Cube, you know, so like he said, race, it's not about race when it comes down to this type of shit, to be honest. As we've seen, as many coons and shit as we've seen, I'm not saying race doesn't matter, but bro, if you believe race is all that matters, you're also fucked up. You see the difference? If you think race doesn't matter, you're fucked up. And if you think race is all that matters, you're fucked up.
That felt like they earned the opportunity because they were big.
Would you be willing to do another Friday?
We lost some great people before this movie could come out regardless.
Right.
And so, yes, there desperately needs to be one. But we miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified.
Right.
If I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker.
Ooh, child.
Other Friday?
We lost some great people before this movie could come out regardless.
Right.
And so, yes, there desperately needs to be one. But we miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker. The Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker. The Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker. But we miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Oh, Lord.
With you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Oh, Lord.
Look at Shannon again. What is Shannon saying right there? Tell me what that exhale means. You know, black people speak with their body language. What? First of all, this is the face of a nigga who really, he could have went off a long time ago. I already know that face. I know I have this same type of face when I be going off. He could have went off a long time ago. Now he's finally, when he lets off the rounds, you're not getting up. That's the thing. He only has to fire once. Niggas like that, they save their ammo and then use all of it. Use all the ammo. And then you will not get up. You understand? I'm not just gonna shoot a few times here and there. I'm gonna save all my bullets, let you shoot all your bullets at me, and then I'm gonna save all my bullets, and now it's my turn. Say hello to my little friend.
Now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
So what is Shannon Sharp saying right here when he does that deep exhale and then he rubs his forehead? By the way, he said Chris Tucker's on Epstein Island. I've been hearing rumors about that, but I've purposely kept my mouth quiet on that because I don't know enough about that. But let's proceed. Tell me what Shannon Sharp's doing with this body language here.
Oh, Lord.
Whoo. Talk about whoo. Talk about woo child. I think that's a woo child. Mr. Know-It-All Rant says everyone shook. Hold on. And got something to say back. Oh, you saw that too. Hold on. So Mr. Know-It-All. Oh shit. Hold on. Is the stream down or is it up, guys? Talk to me. This shit looks down on my end. I don't want to get taken down. YouTube, this is for fair use. Can y'all hear me? Okay, it says the stream is up. I might need to refresh my. Okay, no, it's up. It's up. It's up. Mr. Know-It-All Rant says something important. He said everyone is shook and got something to say back on social media. Now, of course, I can't say I don't expect them to speak back. I mean, whether the story is true or not, particularly if it's not true, I would expect them to say something back. except maybe Steve Harvey's gonna wait for like a year and then say something slick, like this nigga gonna be dressed like the fucking Lucky Charms leprechaun or whatever, with no socks on, with some fucking penny loafers and some tight ass Italian pants on, with a fucking cigar and his Velcro fucking mustache, like he's really doing something. He's gonna come, Steve Harvey I'm talking about, he's gonna come and say something real slick, like 6 months from now when it died down, nigga. No, you need to hop in when the fucking shit is piping hot. I want to hear everything that everybody got to say. You right. Some people said something. A lot of people said something. I think he mentioned Gary Owen, which was a white comedian. He talked Ice Cube. I saw Ice Cube just made a reply. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but for the most part, he backed up what Katt Williams is saying. Like, shit, these people complaining about me, fuck them, basically. So I got to go watch Ice Cube, what he had to say about it. But a lot of people, like I said, this video, as we're speaking, the video probably is about to reach 20 million views. Like, this is how fast this shit is growing. It was at 14 million views when I was putting the little edit together at like 2 o'clock today. Then by 6 o'clock, it was at 17 million. 3 million views in like 3 hours type shit. And the video is still growing. People still haven't seen it. A lot of y'all are going to go watch it after this and watch the whole thing. This is big, guys.
If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident.
And that's what comedy is. You see how Katt is laughing right there? You guys have seen me laugh like that many times when life is going to shambles, or when I'm exposing some shit, or when I found out some groundbreaking revelation and I found out a motherfucker did this and that. I laugh like this because this is what comedy's for. It's to address real life dangerous or uneasy or taboo conversations. Is to be able to genuinely address it. Because any other time you're at the, at the boardroom, you're at the, at the policy room and all this, you're at the church, you're at school, every other place, you're not really having real conversation that's unrestricted. Only a comedian can have unrestricted conversation. Oh man, you seen this COVID-19 shit? Think about it. Think about how important comedy was during the pandemic. Think about how many people were just depressed and needed to laugh. But think about how many people didn't agree with what was going on. And that's what comedy, when you look into the history of comedy, that's what it's about. It's about like making fun of the king and type shit, like the jesters and stuff like that, the Joker, all of this, the Joker and the wild card, all of that. It's because he has no rules. So that's why Katt is laughing like this while everybody else is uncomfortable and rubbing their head and shit. I do that all the time. Like I love when people are so uncomfortable at the truth, to the point where they're like literally sweating and rubbing the sweat off their forehead. That's funny.
Oh, not Smokey. Oh, Lord. Whew. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole and never have sucked a penis. No, is a real skill. My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole and never have sucked a penis. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole and never have sucked a penis.
Now, does anybody understand how powerful that statement is in 2024? Does anybody understand how powerful that statement is in 2024? Just talk to me real quick. You heard what the man said, where you're supposed to apologize for saying stuff like that. Think about it. In 2024, you're supposed to apologize for a sentence like that. You didn't harm anybody. That's your personal preference. That's your personal goal. But in 2024, that's something that you're supposed to apologize for. You could possibly get fired for that. Raise your hand if I told you I got fired for making a so-called gay slur because I said, in my opinion, I specifically said it like this. In my opinion, it's ridiculous for a man to call himself a woman in 2022 or whatever year it was. I think it was 2022. I said that. I said that because my coworker tried to tell me I was being ridiculous because I didn't want to do this and that. I said, ridiculous? Hell, you want to talk about ridiculous? It's ridiculous to me that a man calls himself a woman. What does that matter? I got fired for that. So you can get fired for and blackballed and whatever the hell this nigga Shannon Sharp was talking about for saying I just wanted to not suck another man's penis or be penetrated by another man in Hollywood. You're supposed to apologize, guys. Don't you get that?
Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Oh, Lord.
Whew. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole and never have sucked a penis. That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. Come on, Katt.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. Right. Right.
Now, mind you, listen to what he said. He was talking about Jonathan Majors, how before they even knew what was going on, he lost his roles and all this other shit. And that's another big part of the conversation is how they can break you the same way that they can make you.
Right. If you don't say anything, these dudes will run over you. I don't know if you know how bullies operate.
I do.
If you don't stand up for yourself, there really is nothing they won't do.
Right.
They understood that. No, I was really not pretend. Oh, he wanted to be from the hood. No, I'm living there on the street.
What's your favorite city to tour in?
And the sympathy that they need to in other people. Right. Have the empathy and the the next one, sir. Yeah, that's the real beauty of travel.
Right.
That's why most people don't have the empathy and the sympathy that they need to have for other people. It's because they haven't seen other people.
Right.
Like if you went to Ireland and you saw what them people was like, and you went to Sweden and saw what them people was like, if you really went to Africa and you really saw what the people was like, you went to Haiti, you went to Puerto Rico, if you really traveled across the country, you would see that all people is the same. It's way more people that's good than the fucked up individuals you're seeing.
Damn, I'm trying to get my fucking internet right, guys. Forgive this internet. It's really not cooperating with me right now. We only have about 5 more, not even 5 minutes of it. I want to get to the end if my internet will let me. Hold on.
And if you understood that, it would change everything. So I don't have any favorites in the world just because every place is dealing with their own issues, their own troubles. All places look better than they actually are for the people that live there. And it's always a difference between what it seems like and what it is like. People will tell you, I went to Paris. I was there at the Eiffel Tower. Bitch, you had bed bugs. And there were rats everywhere. The food was terrible. Tell the rest of it. Yeah. Don't tell some.
Let me ask you a question. When you Wildin' Out, he gets canceled for trying to tell
I never knew him from Wildin' Out, to be honest.
Okay.
Hold on. I want to get to the end because I want to see if he mentioned the dress. Before we get out of here, I want to see if he mentions the dress. Hold on.
about this cancel culture. I mean, you see him in Creed.
You do understand whenever we want to take
a couple of years.
This is a good one right here. Here he asked him about Jonathan Majors. If you guys don't know about the Jonathan Majors thing, anyway, he's supposed to be this up and coming black actor, and his whole career seemingly is being destroyed from some altercation he had with this white woman that he was dating. So he's asking him, what does he think about cancel culture and Jonathan Majors? I think that's an important thing he said too. Let's hear this.
I see it. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
So the canceling, what do you think about this cancel culture? You see the situation with Jonathan Majors. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I don't know if maybe he can bounce back in a couple of years, but man, he was hot. He was hot. He was cooking. I mean, you see him in Creed. He's in the Marvel movies, and then just like that.
Maybe I'm a conspiracy theory, but I thought Katt Williams said any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right? Part of giving you the world. First of all, they went around the world for 2 years straight telling any women that would listen that this was a good-looking Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? And when did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? Since when? That look like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy? You like black people's features like that? If this ugly nigga is good looking, then all niggas is good looking.
First of all, that was hilarious. I was dying laughing when he said that, bro. He went in on Jonathan Majors for no fucking reason. That shit was so funny. But it's kind of true because I've had people mention, like, I'm not saying, like it is what it is, but this is sometimes, I've noticed they could have any random nigga in Hollywood or whatever will tell you he's hot and everybody will fall in line. But Katt just brought it real. He said, man, that nigga look like my daddy, man.
Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? Williams said, any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right? Part of giving you the world. First of all, they went around the world for 2 years straight telling any women that would listen that this was a good-looking Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? And when did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? Since when? That look like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy? You like black people's features like that? If this ugly nigga is good looking, then all niggas is good looking. Anytime you see them telling you something you can't believe, just understand. Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? And when did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? Since when? That look like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy? You like black people's features like that? If this ugly nigga is good looking, then all niggas is good looking. Anytime you see them telling you something you can't believe, just understand it's a play. And it don't matter. You gonna know it's a play as soon as they get in that position and think they gonna tell somebody something. No, you're not. No, you're not. Marvel will cancel you you won't be allowed to read a comic book. What is you talking about? Get out of here. Get out of here, ugly boy. Yeah.
I don't support any Jonathan Majors slander because I didn't see him doing any selling out or whatever. But that shit had me dead. I'm not gonna lie. I really hope I recorded the part where he talked about a dress.
Yeah, they love fooling the people.
What's your relationship like with Suge Knight? You still close with Suge?
But I turned it down. Why? Because you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. No other choice. And now that he gone, you gonna act like get out of here.
Oh, this is where right now he's talking about Steve again. And basically, now let me say some things before I get on out of here. Katt said some very powerful things in this interview, guys. This is just a quick little snippet of the things he was saying. I really want you guys to go watch it when you have time. But there was something important that I couldn't forget to say. And I want you to go look at yourself. Go watch the clip yourself. Katt Williams admitted that the Money Mike, let's talk about it. Do you remember the character Money Mike from Friday After Next? If y'all remember the character Money Mike from Friday After Next, talk to me in the chat. That was his first character. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, that was his first character, right? And on a big screen. Anyway, in that movie, he ends up in a bathroom with Terry Crews. Now, if you haven't seen the whole movie, it is what it is. Just go watch it. Anyway, Katt Williams is doing a scene with Terry Crews. Big, buff, strong guy that got out of jail and had homosexual. He was homosexual because he got out of jail. He's a big, strong guy, right? And so in the movie, towards the end of the movie, you know, the big, strong guy, Terry Crews, and Katt Williams, they're in the bathroom together. And the big, strong black guy who got out of jail is trying to rape, or forgive me for using the word, sexually assault Katt Williams. And, you know, that's where the very famous scene where he says, "I am a boy, Damon," because the dude was trying to take advantage of Katt Williams. And now I want you to go watch the clip because he admits in this interview that in the original script, Damon was supposed to successfully sexually assault him. So I don't know how true it is. Again, this is what he said. He said the original clip, he was supposed to sexually assault him, but he spoke up for himself and they were able to take that part out. That's what he said. Now, if you watch the movie, you will see towards the end, the dude was trying to sexually assault Katt Williams, but it didn't happen. And Katt grabbed his nuts with the pliers and defended himself, if you remember the movie. But allegedly, the way it was supposed to go, because Katt was like, in the movie, the Katt was kind of like the villain in the movie. Like, he was the pimp that was real rude to the girl that Ice Cube liked. So he was kind of like the villain in the movie. So I could see how that might be his vengeance at the end, that something like that would happen to him. Because if you remember the movie, at the very end, Damon is chasing him. His girl drives off in the car or whatever, and he's chasing the car, and Damon is chasing him to sexually assault him, guys.
The assault lasted only minutes. But what he was effectively telling me while he held my genitals in his hand was that he held the power. The person who did this was he was the head of the motion picture department at my own agency. He says he was drunk. He said he was under, he wasn't himself. And I immediately, the first reaction was to be violent. And I immediately held back.
Why weren't you? You're a big, powerful man. Why didn't you?
Senator, as a black man in America,
say it as it is. I think it's important.
You only have a few shots at success. You only have.
Take the vaccination. Take the vaccination. Take the vaccination. Take the vaccination. Now. Keep hope. Keep hope.
I'm not asking what's in the infusion. I'm not looking up all of the ingredients in the infusion. I am sticking out my arm and I am taking the infusion. And
okay.
A nigga like me, I never do that.
A nigga like you.
I'm not one of those niggas.
So remember, when you put all the pieces of the puzzle together, it all starts making sense, doesn't it? Terry Crews, he admitted some white man grabbed his dick and balls in front of his wife at the Christmas party, and you're 245 pounds and didn't do anything because as a black man in America, you're gonna give me this garbage? You only have one chance to make it right. So what? You let niggas what? Jack you off through the pants at the Christmas party? Explain to me what Terry Crews meant by you only have one chance to get. So you gotta walk around getting assaulted sexually meaning a white man grabbing your balls in front of your wife and kids at the Christmas party. This is your boss or your whoever. So your boss, wow. This is some we black out here shit. This is the dude, Terry Crews, by the way, that was supposed to allegedly sexually assault Katt Williams in the bathroom on the movie Friday After Next.
The assault lasted only minutes, but what he was effectively telling me while he held my genitals in his hand was that he held the power.
Did you notice the lady said, why didn't you hit him? You're a big, strong man. And he's sitting here giving excuses. So it makes sense why Katt would say this. Now, I'm going to try to pull up another clip because Katt mentioned something about the dress. Let me see if I can pull up this last little clip before I get out of here, guys. Let me see. Before I get out of here. Katt Williams speaks, maybe, how would I find this, guys? Oh, here it is right here. Look. Here it is right here. This is a very important part too. Mind you, like I said, he talked about a lot of stuff and he talked about the dress a few times. He talked about gatekeepers.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress.
Listen.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. Martin tried to put me in my first dress. Martin tried to put me in my first dress.
Now, stop right there. Hard pause. Mark Sanchez, I did not hear about the aliens, but I saw something on Mr. Know-It-All Rant's page. I haven't looked into it. I was just talking to him on Instagram and I saw it real quick and I just had to go on live, but I don't know, man. Show me pictures. I'm the receipt king. Send me pictures. Send me video. If there was actual, now, I mean, come on, guys. But if there, I mean, like, come on. Let's just be very real. But seriously, if there were aliens, please send me picture and video. Because I'm not going to say that there wasn't. I'm just going to say that that's a very wild claim to make right now without any evidence. But listen to this because this is a very important part, guys.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress.
If you don't know who Martin is, of course, he's talking about the legendary black comedian Martin Lawrence, who also dressed as a woman named Shanae and a woman on Big Mama's House. So Martin Lawrence dresses as a woman very often. And he comes from that time in comedy where it was quote unquote funny and nobody saw any problem with it. But now we're in 2024. It's way past the 1990s. You're still trying to put people in dresses.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We're going to do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you got to do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House too. I almost died. And I got to read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like who they went and got. Twice I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got in this position.
Listen to what he said, guys. I think that's very, very powerful. I think I'm gonna end on that. I think that's the last clip I'm gonna show you from this, because I'm surprised I got this far without getting a copyright strike. But so thank you, YouTube. But that face right there, and I think this is the actually, if I'm not mistaken, they turned this sip into a meme already. If I'm not mistaken, I think they did if they didn't do it, I'm gonna make this a meme. How about that? Next time you see me in class, this will be a meme right here. Hold on. Let me see if it's memeable. Let me see if it's memeable.
That's how I got in this position.
Yep, that's memeable. That's definitely memeable. That's definitely memeable right there.
I sure hope I have Club Shay Shay after this air.
Oh, look at the scared, buff, strong Negro. What are you strong for, bro? What are you so goddamn strong? This nigga strong with a K. But, oh, I shows hope. Listen to him. I showed hope. That's that slavery popping right out you again. I showed hope. I still have Club Shay Shay. Why wouldn't you have Club Shay Shay? YouTube didn't take the video down. Why wouldn't you have Club Shay Shay? Is there somebody in control of Club Shay Shay that's not you? Wait a minute. Is somebody in control of Club Shay Shay that's not Shay Shay? And also, why are you named Shay Shay?
How I got in this position.
Oh, but before I continue, let me say one last thing. I got to show you one more video. He said they asked him to put him in a dress. He said he passed it on and he said, give it to Brandon T. Jackson, who was an up-and-coming black comedian at the time. Listen to what he said. Just raise your hand in the chat if you know Brandon T. Jackson.
I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling.
So he said he was getting roles from Kevin Hart. He was getting them first. He said Brandon T. Jackson. Now, the last thing I want to show you is this video from Brandon T. Jackson about the dress. Now, if you don't know, I think I do have to show you because a lot of people really don't know Brandon T. Jackson, to be honest. I mean, he's a good actor, but he's not a household name. And hold on, let me make sure y'all hear me. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, y'all still hear me. So Brandon T. Jackson, if my fucking internet would start working, is not a household name, right? But he was in Tropic Thunder, right? Hold on, down. Let me can y'all can see? Okay. He was in Tropic Thunder. He was in, I think the movie was called Percy Jackson or something. And Brandon T. Jackson also was in the movie Big Mama's House. Let me show you Brandon T. Jackson in Big Mama's House real quick. Just before I get out of here, I just want to just so you know who that is. Brandon T. Jackson, Big Mama's House. Look, Jay. Look what the stream is called. Like Father, Like Son. So this is Brandon T. Jackson right here, in case you don't know. Right? The black man right here. But I'm trying to show you if you have a picture of him dressed like a woman. Because again, it was supposed to be funny at the time, you know, but again, we were see, this is the problem. When niggas try to say, well, you know, Martin did it and you didn't say nothing. Yeah, because we were asleep and stupid like you are right now. We were still just watching this movie like, oh yeah, it's a movie. You weren't realizing that niggas took 2-3 years, sometimes 5-10 years to make a movie, and they put every little thing. They put pictures in the back to subconsciously influence you. The colors that they use influence you, and the plot of the movie, most importantly, and the shit and the subliminal messages and shit. They got Brandon T. Jackson in the yellow right here, and Martin Lawrence in the red, dressed like a bitch. This is Brandon T. Jackson at the premiere. Now, ever since then, Brandon T. Jackson has been saying, damn, man, I don't like that I did that. And Katt Williams just called it out and said, you know, he remembers when they had him start wearing the dress. So this is Brandon T. Jackson after he wore the dress and he turned his life over to God and whatnot. Listen to Brandon.
You mentioned the dress. There's a big conversation about that. Did you get like slack when you wore the dress at that moment?
It was like, wasn't slack from people. Only Katt Williams.
Wait. You said you don't see it. What don't you see? Is my stream taken down? Oh, you don't see it. You're right. You don't see it. Hold on. Brandon T. Jackson. This is what I was supposed to do. Sorry, I got all these tabs opened up. This is Brandon T. Jackson right here. Can y'all see that? This is Brandon T. Jackson right here. He's at the premiere on the right. He's dressed like a bitch right here. Him and Martin Lawrence dressed like bitches. Now again, this is what Katt Williams was talking about. They tried to give him these type roles, and he said, why are we doing this? Mind you, this is Big Mama's House 2. And look at the picture. Oh, wow. Somebody screenshot that. I don't even see now that look, you see how life looks different once you're awake? Because when I saw this movie, I never thought like these niggas emasculating them. I never thought about that even. And then I saw this picture, I'm sure. But now that we know the Hollywood shit that's going out and Diddy and Tay Diggs and shit like that. And now that we know the emasculation and we know about the buck breaking, look at this picture now. Really look at this picture. And you tell me like there isn't somebody in control of all of this. And yeah, Martin just chose it. Eddie Murphy chose it. But let me show you real quick Brandon T. Jackson before we get out of here, because I think this is important.
You mentioned the dress. There's a big conversation about that. Did you get like slack when you wore the dress at that moment?
It was like, wasn't slack from people. Only Katt Williams. Katt Williams was trying to always say, Brandon, don't wear a dress. You know,
he called you, or is this?
No, he was saying it in the media, so I thought he was heckling me. He was really trying to help me at the time. I didn't know that. I was immature.
Right.
I feel like, dang, why I'm trying to make it. Why you bashing me? And then he was trying to warn me, you know, don't get in the dress. So the awakened Brandon, you couldn't pay him $1 trillion to get in the dress.
What do you think the dress is about? Is it to tone us down, to tone that realness down?
I think the dress, personally, is a thing that is not in our culture to do. And I think everybody will want to put their culture on us. And no, not to hate your culture or your God. Mm-hmm. If your God say you can put on a dress and your culture is normal for you, that you have the right as a human to choose that. But me, for my God and my culture, my ancient culture, we didn't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was cursed by it. I believe it was a curse that went with that personally, because nothing went right since then. That's truthful. No one can tell me, hey man, you thinking too much, man. You sit down, man. Everything went wrong. Just like everything went right. Everything went wrong when I put on that dress. I'm telling you, I lived it.
Yeah. Is there any like
even with Martin, things went wrong when he did it too, because Martin is very anointed. Martin is a very strong man. And Dave Chappelle said that too. He says things about that too. And something, if you look at Martin's Arsenio Hall interviews, you look at him now, something's changed. You know?
Yeah, well, Martin, I noticed that too.
It's not a shot. But something's changed.
No, he definitely had like a lot of fire behind a lot of energy. He's got
similar to me.
He's gotten older, but I don't think he's gotten that old.
Eddie Murphy's old. He still has a fire to him too. I don't think it's an age thing.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad has a fire. He's almost.
You think maybe it was more of the business that kind of it took so much out of him?
Honestly, I think it's a spiritual thing, but everyone has their own journey. I can't say what it is. I don't know. I think, for me, I can only speak for my journey. Once I put the dress on and I had that fire was put out.
Yeah.
And I only did it one time. So imagine doing it 3 times, 4 times. But then Tyler Perry did it. He got stronger. I don't know the rules. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened to me. I'm not here to knock another brother because that's their path.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't do is knock my brothers because that's their path. But I'm saying my path, when I put on a dress, it came with a demon baby mama and a starter kit for hell. That's what happened to me. You haven't seen me since, to be honest. But then I feel stronger though.
Would you like warn other stand-up comedians about a dress?
Yeah, I had an interview too where I would do it. I would do it eloquently and say I wouldn't wear the dress if you're chosen. Some people can wear the dress; it doesn't affect them. But I don't know. For me, it didn't work. So I can say I wouldn't advise anybody to do it. Just who wants to roll that dice?
Yeah, and as you look back on it now, you kind of would never.
If I had a time machine, we was with Marty McFly, I would go back, and punch myself in the chest.
My bad, y'all. This is my Instagram right here, right? Just so we're clear. Did y'all see the Brandon T. Jackson? He said a lot of good stuff in there. He said it cursed me. He was very honest. He said, I changed my life around. He said, this is not our culture. I'm not trying to shit on anybody else's culture, but they shouldn't put that on us. Brandon T. Jackson really has been saying a lot since then, so I want to give a shout out to him. He's one of the very few that put the dress on, but I'm not going to call him a sellout he spoke against it ever since. So like Mr. Know-It-All Rant says, when you know better, you do better. At the time, he thought it was just like us. He thought it was funny. He's an upcoming comedian. He's in a movie with Martin Lawrence, and the movie just so happened to ask him to put a dress on. That's what he thought. But he realized that wasn't the case, and he changed his tune. And he said it ruined his career and his mind at the time. But I want to show you something real quick. So this is my page right here. I only have 1,300 something followers, and that's been the same number for a long time, mainly because I have a private page and I only accept real people. If you do not have a real page, I don't see no activity on your page, I'm not going to accept you. So that's why I have a whole bunch of friend requests that I will not accept. I should go through that and show you the friend request that I have that I like. Who the fuck is this? Like, hold on, let me see real quick. No, let me stick to the point. So these are my followers right here. 1,300 followers. That's it, right? Look who's following me, guys. Hold on. Look who's following me, guys. Brandon T. Jackson. Brandon T. Jackson follows me. You see that? That's pretty cool, right? And one of the main reasons why he follows me because we ended up, crossing paths on the same journey of information type thing, same journey of spirit and stuff. So he follows me to this day. He's been following me for like 2 years. So shout out to Brandon T. Jackson. But yeah, Katt Williams called him out too. Let's hear it one more time before we go, guys. Just so we understand what Katt is saying, okay? Just so we understand the gist of the whole conversation, and then we're gone. Hold on. My bad. Let me show this one more time. One more time, y'all. We out of here.
That my next movie, it'll be me and you. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner, you my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had the other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got in this position.
Listen, y'all, I'm ending it right there. He said that's how he got in this position. He just stood up for the real niggas, and he made sure his integrity was intact, and he turned down decisions because it wasn't real nigga shit. And that's how he got in this position. But the position that he's in is this, guys. As of right now, I'm going to go look up the video on YouTube. As of right now, that video with Katt Williams has, let me tell you, I guarantee you it's more than it was the last time I just mentioned it a few minutes ago. Let me see. Yep. 18 million. Jay, the video was at 17 million when I started this stream. When I started this stream 2 hours ago, the video was at 17 million. When I was editing this video that you're watching right now, earlier today, it was at 14 million. So it looks like he got in this position that he mentioned by being real, keeping his integrity, turning down some shit if it means being a gatekeeper or a motherfucking Freemason, all this other weird shit. And that's where he's at. So I think that's a perfect time to end it. We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes. I do have other videos that I could show you, but I wanted this video to kind of live on its own for people who want to watch it back and don't want to watch the whole stream. So I'm going to show you every other next thing I can see, or everything else I have next time I see you. Not sure if I'm going to see you Monday, not sure Tuesday, not sure ever. If I don't, then it was a beautiful time to be alive. But whenever I do see you again, we will have a good time. And I do appreciate all of you. I do love talking to you, but unfortunately, time just moves too fast, you know? That's the thing about this life. Maybe in the afterlife, time moves a little slower and we could sit back and really relax. Till the next time, holla at your boy and vibrate high.
All you need right now, that was, tell me that was no boy.